Double none. Note to self, do not do scoring practices on stream. You'll instantly mess up everything. What's up, Belmont? Alright, let's start streaming. Hello, everyone. Alright, I'm going to be continuing off from yesterday's. Going to be doing the analysis of the 7th JPML WRC League Finals. So, started this yesterday. What's up, Even? Oh, yes. So this is a trainer app. It's by a group called Marujan. I really like it. Here, I can grab it from Airzy's blog. Let's see. Path of Hello. Scoring. Here we go. So here's a blog post explaining what that was. So yeah, it's a really, really nice exercise if you want to like train your scoring to go quick. Alright, so yeah, starting off on South 3 today. Got through, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's not that bad. Hands yesterday. So yeah, see what we can learn today. Alright, finals are a 4-game series. This is the WRC rules, so the UMA is 5-15. There is no red Dora, but there is Ipatsu and Uradora. So this is the rule set that's used in most all tournaments outside of Japan. And even in like JPML, like half of their major titles are all done using this WRC rule set. Similarly, like the Nihon series, which has like or the Japan series of Mahjong has like a lot of how do you say, like top title holders from like each of like the different pro groups that play in it. So you got like, you know, the top people from, let's say, like RMU, from Mu. So a lot of the M leaguers that you see that are even like outside of the Japanese Professional Mahjong League play in this, and that uses the WRC rules too. So yeah, cool rule set. Suzuki Taro from another pro group known as like Kyokai said that WRC rules is probably one of their favorite rule sets. So yeah, shout outs to WRC. All right, let's do this. So this is the end of that round. All right. starting off, we are the West round. Point situation is kind of flat. Once it starts getting to the end of like the South round, we need to start paying attention a lot more to the points. The UMA in WRC is not super huge like M League or just like placement only like Tenho, but it is still about solid 10k points between each placement gap. So definitely something you want to look at starting at the end. All right. Dora is the tune, and we got a pretty nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 Shanten starting hands, potential like Ipeko, Pinfu, Tanyao, Nom Nom. Oh, so good. All right. And that's an amazing draw. Yeah, what do we do here? So if we want to go like Super Tanyao or Super Pinfu, I guess we can try throw Haku here. Um, hmm. If we're just looking at like potential like call value and just general like hand building, maybe like 1 pin even. North. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Okay. So yeah, they're not going super pinfu here. They are just going like standard hand building. Just getting rid of the Otakaze here. And yeah, it's a pretty nice hand. This is like absurdly fast. Okay, that's awesome. 1 pin or Haku here. So kind of like Haku here. So if you keep Haku, it's kind of good because you can use Haku. If you get rid of Haku right now, it's the less chance that other people will call it, especially with like a Dora Isha. Especially with like a Dora as being the honor tile. Uh, Other honor tiles to be able to like call Yakuhai and then use the door in your hand even without having like Richi or making like a triplet of it is pretty useful. So let's see what they do. So yeah, they are getting rid of the Haku now. Their hand is amazing. They're like, yep, just go for it. Okay, that's awesome. 1 pin. Ukiere Max here. Got potential like Pinfu Tanyao, Ipeko, etc., etc. This is really cool. Hopefully nothing horrible happens. Okay. Bit of a question here. What do we do? So if you drop the 2-so here, you lose the 3-so. If you drop the 8-pin, you lose like the 9-6 pin. Technically, with this 7 pair though, that is the Shanten. So if they do drop like the 8-pin, then they can take in the 3-so or the 5-so and instantly be into Tempai. Right now, we can see 2 of the 2-sos and 3 of the 4-sos. But if you keep this shape around, that's really, really good. So like 2-pin might be a better like end. How do you say? 8-pin might be faster to Tempai, but like 2-so might be faster to a winning hand because if you drop the 8-pin and you get into Tempai immediately, your shape's going to be bad no matter what. But if you drop like the 2-so and try to build off the nice shapes that you got, a lot better chance that you can end up with a good double-sided or even like triple-sided or three-sided weight. So 2-so, yeah. So they're go for that super wide range. The shapes that they have in their hand are amazing. A 4 in a row shape right here that can take in like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically also 8 and 1 as well, but we don't like those. This shape is really nice right here. It can take in like 4, 5, 6, 7. Can be really flexible with your pair as well. And then, yeah. So, living the dream right here with this hand. Hopefully nothing bad happens. 5-so, probably not calling. The shapes are really good, and so even if we call it Chi right here, it's like Ishanten for like a 1,000 point hand. If anyone else reaches, we don't have the EV or the like value to like push that reach, so probably just pass that up. Ooh, okay. And right now we are Ishanten. What do we drop? Before you say, what about Khan? Probably not. Mostly because this 444 right here is like a 444, and then a 456. So this is like two Mensu. Whereas if we con, that kind of kills off one, drops back a Shanten. So if we drop the 6-so here, we are left with pretty much any draw on the Manzu that around the shape that'll give us Tempai. We can also get into Tempai on like the 6 and the 7 pin. Technically also the 9 pin, but we're not happy with that. But if we do get a 6 and 7 pin, we're still left with a good shape because we got this 4-6 shape over here. If we do keep the 6 around and do like try to do Kutsuki on that, so in other words, drop the 8 pin, confirm our 7 pin pair, then we can take in anything around the Manzu still, and then we can technically take in stuff around the 6-so, but that's kind of hard because we're using all the 4-sos. But it does give like chance of like Ipeiko and stuff. Or you could even try to like drop the 7 pin. No, I don't like that. Let's see what they do. Okay, yeah, so standard 6-so drop right here. And this hand is absurdly nice. Specifically, how nice? Let's see. If we only count like the number of tiles that we really, really like for Tempai, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we take an 8 pin too, so like 9. So 9 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like 29 tiles. So average like what, 3? Is that 3? I think it's about like 3 turns to get a shiny Tempai. 1. Illegal being like con for the flow. 2. It's okay. It's okay. We're still on average right now. We could call this, but that's kind of sad, especially since this hand is so good. This is WRC rules, so Ricci does have Ipatsu and Ura, aka Ricci is really, really strong. So we really don't want to call it Chi right here, especially because we don't see anything that's like absurdly dangerous right now on the board. 3. Okay, we're behind average now. Abandon everything. We should have conned for flow. League was right. If they do draw a 7 Sozu, though, I can see them calling a con. But before that can happen, got Tempai. Are they going to instant reach waiting on the 3-6? Dora, we can't see any. 3-6 currently, we can see 1, 2, 3, so 5 tiles remain. The Dora's really hard to use. And so, yeah, I'd probably just scream Ricci. And they are also screaming Ricci. Let's see, safe tile. Isha. Instant reach on the 7 pin Tanki. Hashtag Suji Trap. I mean, technically, it's possible. Like, if all of like the 3s and like the 6s were like really dead, and they're like, well, I still can't see any of the 7 pin, and it's like a Suji for me, I might as well take it. It could happen. Isha. Let's see. 1-so is a little bit of a push. Very, very little, but we can probably assume at least 1 Shanten. They could technically even be Tempai. Kind of hard to tell with all their Tsumagiri. 9-so Suji, 1 Mon Genbutsu, 2 pin is a blatant push. So yes, we should probably assume Tempai or 1 Shanten right here. 7 pin, safe tile, push. They're pushing. I hope they're not waiting on the 4-so. That'd be quite sad. North is Genbutsu. East is really safe. 2 pin is safe. Hatsu is pretty safe. 8-so, that's an interesting drop. They might be out of safe tiles for both players right here. And so they're dropping at least what they can see. Let's see, we see 2 of the 6-sos. They might have another one, which would mean it would be like a 1 chance in their hand. It was also a Suji for the person who looks like they're in Tenpai right now. And it could also be coming from like a Toitsu drop, so like a pair drop or like a triplet drop. So you gotta see right there. Of course, it could just be a push, but I think that's kind of unlikely. Yeah, so it looks like that was just their safest tile. 9 mon is now safe, so they drop that. Toyman's getting some great draws. Alright. Boom, 2-person Tenpai. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So going back a little, so when we reachied, this person right here was like, yeah, I'm Tenpai with my cool Chin Tanki. So let's keep chill. So the option here is kind of interesting because so they do have a Yaku with the Peiko. If they do Ron, it's a 5,200 point hand. If they Sumo in WRC rules, they have Kiriage Mangan. So a 4 Han 30 Fu goes up from just like normal 7/7 all the way up to just all the way up 300 points up to a 8,000 point Mangan. So if they do get the Sumo here, it's 2,000 4,000, so 8,000 points in total. So if they declare Ricci, first off, no one's going to drop, or at least no one that's not in Ricci is going to drop the Dora tile. So the only person that they can potentially get the door off of is us. But similarly, someone's probably not gonna. Well, actually, let's see. We can't say that someone's not gonna drop the door tile if there's only one Ricci, because like if they're in Tenpai and they have like a really good Tenpai, they might risk that door Ricci. But if there's 2 people in Ricci, you can probably guarantee that that Chun is not dropping out. So if they do declare Ricci, what do they get and what do they like potentially lose? So if it is like a 1v1 battle and their weights are kind of like similar in the wall, then half the time they're going to be losing their Ricci stick. A fourth of the time they're just going to be Tsumoing, and technically, if they get like Ipatsu or Ura, they do have a chance to go up a little bit higher. And if the other 25% for running the Ricci person, assuming they don't have the same weight, of course, then they'll go up a little to 8,000 points. So yeah, Dom option is kind of nice because it stops the variance as well. So this person right now is in first place. So EV wise, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna push this hand, but they don't want to like push like just throw everything out like hell yeah, like Ricci gonna get that extra 2,000 points or whatever it is, because now they have the option of if they do draw a really 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 dangerous tile like absurd like Musuji tile, they can just say, oh okay, I'm good, especially as like the what is it, south wind, so they'll get the last draw for Haite. So yeah, they can just stop and not do that. And if they win in the meantime, great. Maybe even a Mongon with Sumo. If not, then that's okay because they're in first place right now. So this is kind of a bit of a variance play. So all of their pushes are like pretty like tame, right? So like, let's see. So one so is like a 1 chance with like 1 scene, so that's pretty okay. 2-pin is not super bad. It's like, not like super bad. 7 mon is not super bad. 1 mon, 2-pin are all safe tiles. 9 mon is like 1 chance from the, or actually no, it's a no chance from what they can see, so it's like really easy to push. 9-pin safe tile, and then their last tile, 9-pin is a safe tile. So yeah, they like got like a lot of free pushes without actually that much like throwing danger. If they did draw like a 5 mon here, or like a 6 mon here, uh, good chance that they might fold. Hard to concentrate at 6 a.m. with no sleep. Yeah, yeah, sleep sleep helps concentration a lot. I definitely recommend that. Except apparently most people that I know in Tokyo, I'm like, oh, how much like sleep do you get? Like, oh yeah, I got a solid 6 hours. I was like, wow, I can't function on like less than like 8.5 hours. Okay. It's going into East 4-1, 1,300 points on the board. Dora is the one Sozu. And this hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connections, 4 blocks, 3 Shanten. And it's kind of sad because it's like bad shape, guest win pair, and like no value. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they do with this hand. All right, cool. So this hand is now technically 2 Shanten with Kanchan. Yeah. Oh, Darren. Or okay, wait. I'm gonna butcher saying your name. Darinov. 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 I think Darinov. Yeah, Darinov. Pigeon guy. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. I don't like this hand. Darinov. Darionov. What's up? Yeah, so I guess, yeah. If we just like push this hand forward just like normal, I guess we would throw like the double east here. Technically it is 2 Shanten. Technically it is 2 Shanten. Oh, Fallen Soul, thanks for the follow. Ah, yeah, I don't like these hands. Wow, illegal, thanks for the follow. Everyone's following me down. I'm so happy. All right. I guess just go for East right now. Like Tempai only might be a thing. We can potentially upgrade this to like a Pinfu hand, which could just turn into like a a Kawashi hand. Dora is the one so we can still take in the one so, and technically we do have the potential for like maybe upgrading to even like Itsu with some lucky draws. Yeah, but in no red Dora, this hand just makes me cry. I guess East. Haku. Okay. So what is the difference between East and Haku right here? Not much. East is like the double East for the dealer. Uh, but there's not that much difference if you're just looking at value. If you're looking for defense, some people like holding on to the East for hands that they might just end up folding as opposed to throwing it immediately. Because especially in like WRC roles or in A-League roles, dealer getting a double East is really, really powerful. Even more so with like one so being the Dora. So if you can like say like, well, my hand's horrible anyway, and later on I might as well fold, then instead of giving them like that double East chance right away, uh, they might not have it ever. But if your hand's really good and you're gonna be like dropping your honor tiles like 100% no matter what because you are God, then throwing the East first to prevent them from calling with like the highest chances is usually a pretty good play. Alright, 6 so technically hand progression. So that actually gives us like 8 more Ugeiri because we can take in the 5 now and also the 6 so and the Sha. So let's see. I guess Chun? Yep. Hatsu, one mon. Hey, Ishanten! Alright, so do we drop East or 8 so or like something really cool like 9 pin, but that's too cool. I think just East here. Keeping the 8 so around might be pretty good because if we do get like a 7 pin, we can throw out our well, either we can take like an upgraded like 3-sided weight, or we could potentially even have like the chance to upgrade to like Tanyao Sanshoku, which would be kind of cool. Probably East. Yeah, East. Okay. West is now 1 out. 8 mon is probably not that great. 8 mon if we keep it. 7 mon and 6 mon become a little bit of an upgrade, especially for that value because this hand has none. Keeping around 8 so is kind of good for like that 7 so, but we would need like 7 so and then like a 6 pin and then an 8 pin to kind of fully capitalize on that. Considering that, I don't know. I kind of want to just go 8 mon. Yeah. They're also like, yeah, just don't dig the Deepeco. 9 so, that's gross. Tsumogiri? Oh, I guess we can get Itsu chance though as well. Because like if we do drop that, then technically we're like 3 shansen from Itsu. Which is probably a lot, but this hand has no other value right now, and there's no red 5s to work with either. But there is 1,300 points on the board, and so if we do end up with like Ricci only, that might actually not be that bad, especially like 8 pin is looking really chill with the 3 9 pins that we can see. Dora is pretty hard to use being the 1 so we don't have that much fear of like really strong retaliation. So yeah, probably just the 9 so. Sha, oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, I like. Okay. So yeah, they're going for some deliciousness here. So right now, if they did continue to Tempai, it's going to be Richinomi, basically, whatever it ends up with, and it's pretty much guaranteed to be a bad weight, unless we get like a nice 6-pin upgrade or something before then. But by dropping this Shaw pair right here, we have this really cool shape right here going around with the 6-Os. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mensu potential, but we still need a pair, right? So if we do draw a 3 so, then we can drop this 9 so right here, and then for our pair we can be able to take in this 7 and 8. Similarly, we could also draw like a 7 so, and then drop a 2 so to use this 4, 6, 6, 6 shape to take in a 4 and a 5. And of course, because we are 5 blocks, so like too many like potential Mensu, we can take in a pair on any of these in order to get our pair back. So that's nice. And it also leaves open like still the value for like, you know, Sanshoku Tanyao, Itsu, all of your value upgrades are still available. Okay. 3, 9, shop. 2 mon. I guess if we want value, we drop the drop the West. But West is like a nice safe tile right now. 2 mon doesn't give us a lot of. I guess it does help if we get like a 6 or a 5 pin, so we can upgrade to Tanyao. I guess the question here is the 3 tiles, or I guess technically like 3 mon and 4 mon would be pretty good too. But this hand is really slow, and we're into the middle rounds now, so yeah, gotta be careful. 2 mon or Sha? If this is like Tenho, easily 2 mon. Uh, because this is a finals and we really want to win, maybe Sha? 2 mon, no. So they are saying, yeah, realistically speaking, I'm probably not gonna complete this hand. So throw the 2 mon, keep that extra safe tile around. 9 mon, similar, we do not need that. Except 9 mon looks really safe, but Shaw is safer. Unless they threw another tile to keep 9 mon to keep multiple safe tiles around. Or we can just throw out the 6 mon and then boom, Sanshoku. Sanshoku, I like this option. Okay, yeah, 6 mon it is. Alright, so this hand is amazing now. Alright, this hand is godlike now. So I guess throw the 2 so here, Ishanten for a potential Richi Sanshoku. Technically, we could even open up this hand. Don't know if we want to, especially considering that we can see all of the 9 pins, so 8 pin is looking delicious. We can also see 3 of those 6 so 7 so is also looking really delicious. What's up, Panda? Alright, 8 so 9. Let's see. South just came out, so get that. West is already a 100% safe tile, except for Kokushi. Except Kokushi is dead. So West is a 100% safe tile, so we don't really need anything else. 8 pin has 1 out right there. 2 mon, we're continuing this push. Got a Ricci from our Shimocha. And instant deal in. Ricci, Patsu, Dora Dora. Yeah, 8,000 points plus the Honba. That's kind of cool, but not for us because now we're in 3rd place. But that's okay. It's still least South 1. All in all, this is actually pretty good because now we have a chance at getting first a lot more so than before. Right. Into the South rounds. Dora is the 5 Manzu. We are currently the dealer, and this hand is pretty cool. So last round I didn't really like it because it was just like really bad shapes and not a lot of value until it finally found value. But here, we're the dealer. Just declare Ricci. Watch them squirm. Except the Dora is the 5 mon, so if we do like a Ricci Nomi, decent chance that someone might fight us if they have a fighting hand, which is a lot more likely because there's an easy to use Dora tile. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 Shanten right now. Got 4 blocks. 5 mon is the Dora tile. East is not a double East anymore, so are we just gonna throw East here, or are we gonna be like 8 mon? Probably East. 8 mon, no, yes. So 8 mon is kind of iffy because it does share all of its stuff with the door tile. So if we do draw anything around that later, we'll probably want to use it with the door tile that we can squeeze in there. East does have the benefit of also, if we pair that up, should be pretty easy to call because it's only our win now. And also we can erase this round. So as dealer, you know, we're going to take a big hit if someone sumos. And ideally, we'll win the hand with, like, you know, nice Ricci or whatnot. But if it gets to the point where we don't see any Dora, we can, like, Pon 10 for, like, a quick 1,500 point hands and just, like, end the round. That's also pretty okay. So the utility on East is pretty nice. 1 pin, 9 so 9 mon, 7 mon. No regrets. So right now they have a 1-3-7. If they take in a 5 right here, the 3-7 is really, really good because then you can take in the 4 and the 6 to keep that delicious Dora. Considering that, are they going to throw the East here? Or are they just going to be like, nope, sticking to my choice. 7 mon. Probably East. Yep. So paying attention to the Dora. The 8 mon is just kind of like whatever. We're going for the Dora with our Manzu in the middle anyway. Hey, everything worked out. Perfect. So now we are technically 1 Shanten right here. So do we drop 7 so or the 3 pin? Keeping this full shape alive seems kind of nice. We could also greed and drop the 1 mon and then just like bet on filling in the 4 and the 6 and then hope to build our last shape somewhere else. Because if we do drop, let's say, like the 7 so right now, we have to get like a 2 mon or a 6 mon, which is both kind of sad. And it is really early as well, so 1 mon actually might not be bad right here. But like a super early like dealer Ricci is also really good. I kind of like 1 mon. Yeah, alright, so Illegal likes 1 mon too. 9 so, 8 mon, 8 so. Our 7 so is taking a little bit of a beating with those. Sha, we don't need that. We're the dealer. Toyman drops a Penchon. Hey, this is absolutely amazing. Yeah, so drop that 3 pin, and now we are technically Tenpai for a potential Pinfu, Dora, Sanshoku. Like, we can get a Ipeiko upgrade. Like, this is pretty tight. Ha. 6 pin, huh? 6 pin, huh? 6 pin, huh? So the benefit of like throwing at 3 pins, like you can get the 4 or the 7 pin to get that Ipeco upgrade. So what is the benefit of throwing the 6-pin? So there is like a little bit of safety in 3-pin, but I don't think that's it. So my guess right here is right now this is like a complete almost Tanyo hand except our pair. And this shape right here is actually kind of cool because if we draw another 5-pin or an 8-pin or a 2-pin, then instantly we can drop these and technically have like a 3-sided weight to draw a pair. So if that's her aim, that's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Huh. Yeah, I gotta look to see if they draw a 2-pin or a 2-5-8 pin to see if that is the correct guess right here. Plus, even if they drop 6-pin, Sanchoku's still around. All right. Everything was great, and then we drew another Dora, and now we have choices. Don't you hate that? I guess they're good choices. Yeah. So do we drop the one so right here? Drop back at Shanten and like try to go for Tanyao and just bet on those delicious door tiles, or do we drop like 3-mon right here? Take our one Shanten. If we do get into Tempai, we can choose to like drop the Dora. We can choose to drop that 7-mon, wait on a Shabo. So probably like if we do drop the 3-mon right here and we draw like an 8 Sozu, we'll probably just Riichi waiting on like the Dora and then the 1-so because the 1-so might come out. Or we could just sumo the Dora, which would be awesome. If we draw like 5-so right here after dropping a 3-mon, we could do like a trick wait and wait on the Sanshoku still because we just like drop the Dora. So that would be kind of cute as well. Oh. Yeah, what do they do? 3-mon, yep. So they're like, yeah, I have like Sanshoku, Dora, Pinfu, Ishanten. Like, I'm taking that. Let's see. Legal likes 1-so because Tanya was life. Tanya is great. The only downside for Tanya right here might be if you do start trying to open for Tanya, people might be greedy for that. Especially, I guess, we're looking at this person right here, who is our main link to cheating all of our tiles. They're not dropping that many Tanya tiles right now, which is kind of to be expected because everyone is like going towards the middle. 5-mon is the Dora, so if 3 people were going for Tanya right here, that would be pretty normal. So Tanya tiles become really delicious. 8-so, alright, yeah. So got 8-so right here. We can wait on the 6-mon, or we can wait on like that Shabo. So probably just Riichi on the Shabo. If we drew the 5-so, that's when we have a really fun choice. But with the 8-so, we don't have Sanshoku. So yeah, Riichi. Let's see, Genbutsu, Suji, safe tile. Slight push, potentially, unless they don't have any safer tile. 8-pin is a Suji. That's a Toitsu drop from their hand. Nakasuji. Safe tile, safe tile. Tsumo! Reach Tsumo Dora Dora. No, we're up. 4,000 all. Nice. Yeah, Dora Dora. Pretty solid. Alright. And with that, continuation of our dealership. Dora is, well, not our dealership, this person's dealership. Dora is the 4-pin. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 connections, 3 Shanten with technically 4 blocks. So technically we can take in like any Kutsuki tile or any connecting tile around our floating tiles to advance this hand. We can take in 4-pin Dora. Yeah, so probably just play this straightforward. We're also dealers, so we just want to keep reaching, keep beating people up. Let's go with, I guess, the Sha or the Pei here. So just Tsumogiri, rightmost tile. We're still needing some, we're still needing like a last block. So Haku would be a really nice draw, I guess. So get rid of that west. 1-pin. 1-pin, 1-pin. So technically this hand is now 2 Shanten, but that 1-pin is not super great. I guess we'll probably keep the 1 pin just based off like the additional ukiere that we can get from it. Do we drop the Itso here? Or do we drop the Haku? If we drop the 8-so, 7-so is kind of sad, but 6-so we're still left with that 3, 4, 5, 6, so it's not that big of an issue. If we do draw the Haku, then that's really nice, because then we can just, you know, pull our way out of this with like a quick hand. Maybe the 8-so. If we're going straight like Menzen, Haku's the way. So we are going straight Menzen here. Drops the Haku. Keeps everything alive. They think this is still good enough to push for the finish line. If we're just looking at like how long this hand will take to get to Tenpai on average, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like 2 Shanten with 1 Mensu, Ryanmin. Kind of iffy Kanchan, but some pretty decent floats. So it's probably around 11 turns on average. 25% of the time, around 7 turns. Hey! Oh, either 1 pin or 9 mon. 6 mon is kind of like okay for like right now, but we really want to try to get some shape increases before we get to Tenpai. We do have 3 pairs right here, so guess 1 pin would be kind of, yeah, I guess 1 pin here. 9 mon, okay. So they are really betting on, let's see, the 6 mon right here. Also, if we drop the 1 pin and we draw like a 2 pin, we're kind of sad because we can't take in the Dora directly. But of course, we could just draw the 4 pin and drop the 1 pin. But by dropping the 9 mon, that is kind of more confirming that's like, hey, I don't know where this hand is going to end up, but it's going to have a Dora. And then if we draw anything around that 6 mon, then we can probably play around with that a little bit more. 1 mon, Hatsu, 2 mon, that's nice. So continue dropping that 9 mon. So this is really nice. That improves our hands by a solid 7 tiles. 1 so. Technically, we could be going for Itsu. What is that? 1, 2, 3 Shanten from Itsu. But we have like Sanshoku and like Dora with the other routes. So it doesn't look that great either. Kind of like 8-so drop is a drop. 8-so drop is a drop. Probably 1-so, unless 8-so is like more like reading for value, I feel. Maybe 8-so is good actually. Let's see what they decide. 1-so, so nope. They're not looking for it. They're just gonna get rid of that 1-so, keep what they got. 8 pin, 2 pin, has 3 now. There we go. East Shanten right now for a potential Richi Dora. 4 pin has, from what we can see, 4 left. 6-9 has 7 left. So probably. Ooh, this is actually a choice. So do we drop the 6 mon here, or do we drop the 7-so here? If we drop the 7-so and we draw like a 5 mon or a 4 mon, then we can potentially. Actually, I guess we're not that happy because we have to get rid of either another Ryanmin or get rid of our only value in the form of that Dora that we can take in from the 3-5 pin. But if we keep the 7-so around and we draw like a 6-so, we can drop the 8-so, still have all of what we have, and also have a pretty solid Shanten increase as well. So I'm really liking the 6 mon drop here. I guess another benefit of keeping the 6 mon is you could. Well, no, you can't really get Sanshoku with that either, though. Because we're dropping the 7-so. So yeah, I guess the 6 mon. So they like the 6 mon too. 6-so, 9 pin, 1 pin. Got rid of that 7 mon. We don't need you. Ryanmin drop from our Shimocha. Ha. That's danger. Gotta watch out for them. Probably 1 Shanzen or Tenpai. Unless they had a lucky draw, then they could be Tenpai. But doesn't matter. We're in Tenpai. Richidora waiting on a 6-9 pin. Woo! And let's see what other people do. 1 so is a safe tile. They probably have a connection tile in that in their hands of that, unless that was their safe tile overflow. 7 safe. Haku is safe. That person looks like they're folding. Toyman, slight push. The slightest of push. 1 so east is a 1 cut. Nothing too crazy from anyone right now, showing like a big push. Technically, these two people could be like 1 to 2 Shanten, but nothing suggesting like Tempai or anything right now. 8 Mon is a completely walled off tile, so that's pretty safe. That might be dropped from a Tatsu as well. Yep, or a Toitsu. Dora! Yep, so that's a complete fold. Everyone's just solidly folding, it seems, right now. 5 Mon is technically unsafe. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, 5 Mon is like, it's a Nakasuji, but it's a little bit unsafe. So they might actually have a chance at Tempai right here. I don't want to look at that. But doesn't matter. Reach Itsumo, Dora. So 2,000 all plus the Honba, so that puts us in a really solid first place. Let's see, was that actually their safest tile, or did they have a chance at Tempai? So they were 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5, 6. So what, 2 Shanten? Is that 2 Shanten? Yeah, it's 2 Shanten. So they have no chance at Tempai. Was that their safest tile? Guess it was. Like 5, 6, 9 pin are no go. If we're looking at the Sozu, let's see, we can see 1 so safe and 7 so safe, but then we got either of those. And 4 so is like the Suji to the Richi, so the 3-5 weight right there isn't like too uncommon, especially since we threw a 1 so earlier. So they're holding on to that. So yeah, I guess 5 so was their safest tile. Right. Next round, continuing dealership. Dora is the 4 Sozu, and we have 2 of them. Starting hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 Shanten. Some pretty awesome shapes. We got a completed Mensu, a pair of the Dora, 2 Ryanmen. This is awesome. So yeah, probably just like 9 pin or 1 pin. I guess 1 pin starting off, because Sanshoku. Haku or 9 pin? I kind of like Haku here. 9 pin is a little bit better than normal because we have the 5 pin and we can take in that 7. But if we do get Haku, that's really nice because this hand is kind of hard to call right now because it's probably not going to be Tanyao. We have a 7-8 and a 7-8 and a 1-2-3 right now. So Tanyao is really hard. But if we do drop that 9 pin, kept the Haku, and drew a Haku, then we instantly have like a route to just pawn and get our Tempai for at least 5,800, or if we draw another Dora, like a 12,000 point hand. So the Haku may be really good here. I'd probably just drop the Haku though, because the Menzen option seems really nice, and I kind of want to kill it off while I can, or kill the Haku while I can. But this player right here says, nah, Haku's great. So like they get that, like they are set, they are golden, they are open, and they are like winning the game really hard. 8, so or 8 Manzu. I guess Haku here. 3 so. Do we call it she? Huh. This is actually really interesting. So 3 so only has 1 left. We pass this up. We don't really need it, but if we do take it right here, then technically speaking, we're in Ishanten for a Tanya Dora Dora. We have the 5-7 mon, so the 6 mon's already kind of confirmed over there. The 6-9 so is kind of sad, but technically there's more 6 so's remaining than 9 so's. If we do pass this up, we're still at our 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5, technically 6 Shanten hand, but we can't call it, and it's bad shapes. Or at least the 6 mon is, so. And also like the door pair. I kind of like calling here. Like, this seems like a really chill call. Let's see what they do. Nope, they're not calling, and it immediately pays off. So the benefit of calling right here is that you can switch it over to Tanyao, but once you call with like a Force So Chi, then people can be like, hey, dealer's open with Tanyao and has at least one Dora. Let's not feed them anymore. And then instantly you're kind of sad. If you do pass this up though, you can still take in this 6 and 9, so we can still upgrade our hands, and so it's not all that bad. So yeah, Ishanten right now. Do we drop the Tuso here or the 5 pin? Probably the Tuso, considering we can see all the 3 so, except 1. So they like the Tuso. Haku, we don't need that. We have like an amazing Ishanten hand. 8mon is also dead. That's another thing to consider. I guess like if we did call over here, where's that 3 pin? So if we did call this, actually, oh, I really like calling even more now with that 8mon dead. See how it plays out though. It's pretty easy to upgrade and like get another weight. So you have to like, if you treat this as like a 4 rank Yonrenke, then we can take in basically any draw around these Monzus to improve the weight, and similar, we can take around anything around this 5 pin. Pretty much out of every single draw that they could have got, probably even more so than a Dora draw, that 6 mon draw was like really, really absurdly amazing. Ricci from that person, and hey, look at this. We are technically Ishanten. Are we pushing? Yeah. 8 mon, 8 mon are both safe tiles, so yeah, let's just go 8 mon, 8 mon. 7 pin, drop another 8 mon, got a better Ishanten. Check out what the other people are doing. Safe tile. Kind of safe. Slight push. Actually, we know it's walled off, so that's pretty safe now. 7 mon. Do we push here? Yeah, I think we have to push here. Yeah, I think we should push here. Technically, we have 2 safe tiles, and we are in first place, but even if we deal in right here, our first place isn't that much in jeopardy. And in WRC rules, you should generally play the highest like EV. So I guess this is a push right here if we're thinking of EV. Yep, so they are pushing. Probably just 8 pin. Technically, if we want to go like super Ukiere max, we can drop the 5 pin here. But 9 pin we can see 3 of, and also it put us in furry 10, which is not great. So we're in like furry 10 and also what, just like plus like 1. And also we have to throw a more dangerous 5 pin. So yeah, just 8 pin here. So 1 chance as well. 5 pin, what? 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 Wow, like the fucks this person gives are just like literally non-existent. They're like, danger? Nah. Furry tip? No. They would literally sell like their mother for like 1 uke. Respect. 2 pin. I mean, they just dropped the 5 pin, so why not? 6 pin has 2 out. 7 mon's already a safe tile. June is safe. 7 pin is a dead thing that we can't even use, so just drop that 7 pin. East is strangely not that many out, but probably still a push. 7 pin, no, they are like, yeah, this East is a bit weird. I'm gonna hold on to it. It's into late round now. Even if they do manage to get Tempai, the chances that they'll be able to cash in on it aren't super great, especially if one side's putting 10 and only has like 3 tiles left. So yeah, they are holding on to that east right now unless they can work around to Tempai. 7 pin and 8 pin are both safe. 5 mon is a Nakasuji. Toyman just dropped it. That might be a little bit of a push from them. 3 pin is also a safe tile, so probably just 3 pin right here. We got 2 draws left. Oh, 5 mon first. Technically, Ishanten dropped the 8 so, which is safe, I guess. And then if we get to Tempai, I guess then we could think about risking that to East. Looks what they're doing. No 10. Alright, and so we'll just drop the safest tile here. Let's see, 8 so, 7 mon, so probably 7 mon. 3 so, 3 so, 3 so, 3 so. Technically, okay, 3 so is super safe too. Tempai, waiting on the 1 Suzu. So, real quick, looking at why did it decide to throw the 5 mon over the 3 pin here? 3 pin is technically dangerous for our friend right here, so that's one thing to consider. 5 mon just came out, so it's a guaranteed safe tile. If we're looking at the available tiles around these, 7 mon, we can see 3, 6 mon, but we can see only this one. 4 mon is 2, 3 mon is none. Compared to the 3 pin, we can see 3 of the 2 pins, 2 of the 1 pins, through only 1 of the 4 pins, and then we can see all the 3 pins itself. 5 pin, we can see only 1 of them. So I guess like the difference in like availability to actually get potentially into Tempai is not that much difference, so they choose the safer option here. And that ends the dealership. South 2, 3 Homba and 1 reach stick on the board. That is 1900 points. This hand is fun. Technically 1, 2, so a solid 6 Shanten hand. You don't see solid 6 Shanten hands every day. Unless you're me, then you see them every day. Dora is the 9 so I guess that's one nice thing. Yeah, so what do we do here? 3 pin's a pretty solid draw. Bringing this hand up to 1, 2, 3, 5 Shanten. Yeah. If we want to go a little bit of safety because we have the 5 Shanten hand, I guess we can drop the 1 pin here. Or we could just drop the that cool west. I would probably just go west and see what they're thinking. Nope, so they're going the little bit more realistic route of I'm probably not getting this hand to Tempai, so I'm not throwing out my safe tiles right now. Especially since this is also safe for the dealer. 6 or 6 Monzu. Technically 4 Shanten. What are we thinking here? 2 so or like Haku or Hatsu? This is just gross. Probably like maybe even 8 pin. Yeah, 8 pin kind of actually sounds really nice. 2 so. Okay, 2 so here. Huh. Wonder why they got the 2 so over that. So benefits between 2 so and 8 pin, they're pretty much about the same. 8 pin, it has the benefit of if you do get like I guess like I guess it doesn't really conflict with anything. Whereas over here, if you draw like a 4 so, it kind of joins with that 6 so, which normally might be bad because you would use like the 6 and the 8 so, and then if you draw a 5 so, then it's kind of like bumping into that 2 so now. But because Dora is the 9 so, I really like that 4 so draw, so I'm kind of curious why they dropped the 2 so there instead of the 8 pin. Guess Sanshoku potential. 7-8 Sanshoku. Let's see. If they're going for 7-8 Sanshoku, I guess 7-8 Sanshoku is closer than like the 2-3-4 Sanshoku, because you have like what 2, 1, 1. And if you're comparing that with the other Sanshoku, you have 2, 2, 1. So yes, this upper Sanshoku is indeed better. And another benefit of this shape, if you do get the Sanshoku, you can even like pair up or triple up the Dora, and then like open this hand up with like Sanshoku Dora Dora or Dora Dora Dora. Nice catch, illegal. All right, 8 mon, 2 4 so shot. Don't need that 1 mon, probably don't need that 1 mon. 9 so, or 9 mon, that's kind of gross. I hate this. I would probably just discard 9 mon. 8 pin, nope. So they are going like 5 blocks like max. So if we treat this as like a 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, and the Dora as its own separate block, we have like 5 blocks here, and then these are like save tiles. So they are just getting rid of everything right now. So that's kind of interesting. This hand is really, really, really bad. It's still 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 4 Shunten on like coming up to like the 5th turn. So yeah. And other people's hands look not that bad. Like middle tiled, middle tiled, middle tiles, discards. So very, very high chance we're going to be folding this. East, probably kill it while we can. Or actually, no, Double East is dead. So Haku just came out. So I guess we can either like the Haku or the Hatsu here. Probably don't want to drop Hatsu since it's Shonpai, and we don't want to feed where we can. Haku did just come out, but it's also a safe tile for that person now. Maybe just the Haku. 9 mon. Oh, nope. Even more so, they're like, oh no, another safe tile. Still got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. 9 mon doesn't really help that much. Just a little bit of extra Ogade if we do draw an 8 mon, but compared to the safety, not worth. Because we are 99% sure folding this hand. Toyman has a south drop, which is not too weird because like technically they had in their hand last turn, and so it was only a 1 cut. It just came out right here and then became dead, and that's when they dropped it. So Toyman could be still going for something like a Honitsu right here. We don't see any Pinzu or early honor tiles. Let's see, 4-pin drop. 4-pin drop? Haku, no. Do they not want to feed the dealer? Huh. 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 Alright. Why did they drop 4-pin? Or why did they drop Haku here instead of 4-pin if they are like folding? So 4-pin does give them like a grand total of like 1 extra Okayere. Right now, if they do drop 4-pin, they know it's safe because it just came out from our Kamicha. The disadvantages of dropping 4-pin is that it can help out potentially the dealer because they can call that, especially if they're going for like a tie now or something. It's a pretty delicious tile. Toyman's also looks like they're hoarding up the Pinzu tiles, so if you drop the 4-pin and you give that to the dealer, as opposed to like holding on to it, they might never get the 4-pin or the 7-pin now because if Toyman does have a Pinzu Honitsu, they could be holding on to a lot of them. So is this like fold start? What's up, RPG Reki? I guess that's like a fold start. Folding begins. What are they gonna do? Tsumagiri from those two people. 7-pin came out right there. 4-pin's still safe. 9 mon probably won't be called by anyone though. I really like that 4-pin option, but yep. So they're holding on to that 4-pin. They do not want to help dealer at all if they are actually folding right here. Which kind of makes sense because right now it's South 2. Right now we have a super far first place, so the only way that someone can actually come up and overtake us is if we misplay and deal into a lot of bad hands, or if dealer goes on a rampage. So not helping the dealer or potentially helping the dealer since we're folding anyway seems pretty solid. Toyman drops a Haku, so that was a 2-cut. Guess it's not that strange. This is most probably Honitsu, but we don't see anything that suggests it's near Tempai yet. Probably still like 1-2 Shanten. 7 so, 4 pin, 6, 7 pin, 7 so. This is kind of dangerous. Gotta watch out for whatever this is going to be. What do we drop here now? If Toyman is going for a Honitsu, these honor tiles aren't actually super safe. That being said, I guess shot here or east? 4 pin. Now they're going with 4 pin. Why did they wait on the 4 pin but did it now? I'm so confused. I guess it was like keep it around while we can until we can't anymore because it's like the tone, the east and like the west are like I guess like our final line. It's like, oh, okay, if we run out of all safe tiles, we just fall back to these, and then in the meanwhile we use all of our safe tiles that we got. Technically, these are all kind of dangerous right now. 4 pin is still safe for them. Tsumogiri right here. Toyman technically could be waiting on it, but we don't see any indication that they are Tempai yet for their potential Honitsu. So drop 4 pin while we can now. So what it seems like, 6 pin overflow from dealer. That's kind of scary because this person's clearly looking for a potential Pinzu Honitsu, and then the dealer is their Kamicha. So if they drop anything, they can potentially call it. So 6 pin is probably a pretty decent indication of, I don't necessarily know if Tempai, but like 1-2 Shanten definitely. Dealer didn't call that last time. Do we drop another 4 pin and take the bet? Nope, they are not taking that bet. North, really safe tile. 2 so, probably connection. Toyman drops a Shonpai Hatsu. That is a pretty big indicator. They technically could have Tempai at this point. Probably follow up with Hatsu. Yes, and Toyman, Tsumogiri Richi's. They heard us talking on stream. They're like, crap, they know I'm a Tempai. Alright, Richi. Yeah. Formon safe tile, follow up with Formon, or drop that delicious 1 so right here. Probably just Formon. 2 so. 2 more so. So we don't want to deal into dealer if dealer isn't Tempai. Especially since we're folding and we're like, don't want to deal into anyone. 7 mon is safe for both the dealer and the reach. This person looks like they potentially might be folding as well, and it's Suji, so maybe the 7 mon here. They like the 7 mon too. Dealer heard us talking, said like, hey, crap, they know I'm in Tempai. I might as well reach. Drops the 5 pin. Tsumogiri reach. Hatsu. This is fun. Alright, 6 mon, safe top for the dealer, and out of suit for Toyman, so it's really safe. And thanks to that, we have 2 safe tiles that we can fall back with. So yeah, 6 mon. Drop that 6 mon. Cry. No, 9 pin's good now. Okay, just need one more something. 9 mon is a safe tile. Woo! East, actually. Oh yeah, East just came out as well. And also East is safe for this person as well. 9 mon is safe for, actually 1, 2... Is 9 mon safe? 3. Okay, 9 mon is actually 100% safe. Actually, is it? Unless someone has Kokushi, but I think we can discount Kokushi if we count real quick. Is there anything we can see 4 of? Hatsu, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, so Kokushi is dead. So 9 mon is a 100% safe tile. East is also 100% safe tile. And 2-person Tempai. Let's go back in time real quick. Alright, so they were like looking kind of fleshy, but they actually had this like Mensu stuck in their hand right here. And then they got into Tenpai waiting on the 2-3 Pinzu. Saw nothing cool was going on, so they're like, yeah, reach. It still looks like a really like, actually that's kind of cool. So like Hatsu looks like it's like, you know, just like a regular like potential overflow to their Honitsu, right? And then Sumiguri Reach looks like, oh, I have like my amazing like, you know, Dama Honitsu hands. Check this out. And it's like, well, actually I'm gonna reach you because you guys are probably already watching out for me right now anyway. Where in reality it's like, haha, trash. Uh, but in reply to that trash, like people are just like, yeah, I'm not pushing a Pinsu tile to that. The exception being Dealer. So Dealer ended up in Tenpai on this Tuso drop right here, waiting on a 5-8 Sozu for a Tanyao, or not Tanyao, just Pinfu only, unless they get the 8. Then it's an Ipeiko. Toyman Richis. So they're still like kind of chill. This is a safe tile for the Richi as well. But people are actually, this person was kind of pushing the Ricci, but or defending against the Ricci, but still pushing the Dealer. So 5-so actually might have came out if they had it in their hands. But even so, they're like, oh, it's probably better just to Ricci now. So they decide to Ricci, waiting on that 5-8-so, which is actually absurdly good. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 4 in the wall. Toyman's weight had what? Only 1 in the wall. That's a really good fight. 5-so comes out, comes into their hand, and they're not throwing it. Okay. Fun. What's up? It's I'm gonna butcher your name. Mecro? Micro? It's Micro? Or it's me. Or Corral? I think you told me how to tell your name last time, except I just like butchered it. I apologize for everyone's names. I will butcher in the past and in the future. Let's see. I'm a super amateur, but I have to ask, other than it being JPML rules, what's the benefit to waiting 3 draws to Ricci if you're going to do it later anyway? Seems like you're reducing your EV right here. Yes and no. So this rule set specifically is WRC rules, so it does have Ipatsu and Uridora. So if we go back in time, let's look at what they saw from their perspective and what calculations they were kind of doing. What's up, Veggie? So right now they just hit Tenpai. Dora is the 9 Sozu, and from their perspective, they see none of the 9 Sozu. Similarly, Toyman is going for what looks to be from like the discards, a Pinsu Honitsu. So someone could have 3 Dora, another person could have a you know, Death Hand Pinsu hand. If they do Ricci right here, then still probably pretty okay. It's Dealer. Ricci Penfu ain't that bad, but Ricci Penfu Ipeiko, especially with the Ura chance for Ura, is pretty solid. But it being this late and them not seeing any Dora and Toyman having progressed their potential Honitsu this far, they're like, probably better to Dama. There's still 1,900 points on the board, so upping their win rate isn't that bad. So Adama right here doesn't have, like, I guess, super far EV difference from Ricci than it normally does. Then, so similarly, Toyman got into Tenpai, and they're like, trash hand, right? This is like a Ricci Nomi. So EV-wise, they really don't want to reach this if they can, because they don't see any Dora at this point, so someone could have 3 Dora and just like, utterly obliterate them, like especially if like they could have Ricci and then the Dealer like chased after them, like that would be like really, really like, oh no. But so what they did right here is like, well, my discards look really amazing. And by dropping this Hatsu and Sumogini reaching on this 2-mon or 1-mon, it makes my hand look like it's an actual like Honitsu hand that was like Dama, because I didn't want to reach it because I can already just destroy people. But when I noticed that no one was pushing Pinzu, I reach it now because I might as well just go for that extra sumo value. Is the kind of like play that gives. So the reason why they declared their reach is to make that a little bit more believable, and it worked out really nicely. Like this person's like, I'll push anything except Pinzu tiles. And then from the dealer perspective, all right, this person just reached. So we're the dealer. We could chase after them. But at this point, there's now 2,900 points on the board because there's another Ricci stick. And most importantly, we are waiting on the 5-8 Sozu, which is a safe tile for the Ricci. So if we don't Ricci, someone who's getting rid of their, first safe tiles might drop that 5-so. So they're like, yeah, let's do this. So they're like, yeah, just 2-so drop. 4-so drop right here. So that's kind of like an indication of like, hey, look, that 5-so might come out. But in our case, for instance, we drew the 5-so, but we're like, oh, we're not dropping the 5-so. We're defending against the dealer as well. 7-mon came out, and it is a safe tile for both. That kind of gives the dealer the indication of potentially like, maybe they're on to me. Well, if that's the case, and I also just drew like this super dangerous like 5-pin, I might as well get my money's worth. And yeah, I can get Ippatsu now with this person in reach. Let's do it. Reach! So that's kind of why they both delayed their reaches. One person was basically trying to like get away from a dangerous round, especially like if someone has like all the Dora, and then the other person was basically trying to BS their weight. So yeah, interesting setup right there. All right, to the next round where we have a grand total of 4,200 points on the board. If you win a Pinfu Nomi, it is worth let's see, as Ron, 5,200 points. Pretty solid. Ah, thanks for asking. Questions are always great. All right. So our starting hand is pretty amazing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ishansen. Technically, we have the chance for a double Ricci. Starting off. Yeah, this is awesome. We could technically upgrade pretty easily to like an Itsu as well if we don't get our double Ricci. Ooh. Did I say Itsu? I meant Sanshoku. Probably drop the 1-so here. Daburich. Alright, so if we do get into Pinfu Tenpai, this is a really interesting situation. So the difference between Pinfu Ricci and Pinfu Dama, what are those? So if you have Ricci and Ippatsu, generally speaking, Ricci is a lot better because it gives you a pretty solid point increase, especially with like good weights, because then you're more likely to sumo, then you get like Ricci, you can get sumo, you can get Ippatsu, you can get Ura, you can get multiple Ura, like it's a point fest. But there are some situations where you might not want to Ricci that Pinfu. One of them being with a lot of points on the board. So a normal like Pinfu with Ricci has like a certain like win percentage, right? But if you Dama it, that win percentage can go up quite a bit, especially depending on what your weight actually is. So if there's a lot of points on the board, that means that you might actually be higher EV Damaing your Pinfu than reaching your Pinfu. So let's see what's gonna turn out for this case right here, though. Oh my God, this is amazing! All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So I just said that, but unfortunately, if you squint your eyes, this hand is actually not Pinfu, because it is waiting on a 4-7, which is actually a Nobetan. So, if we reach right here, we're waiting on the 4-so and the 7-so. We immediately put pressure on the board. Or we can Dama, and potentially aiming for that Pinfu, and we get, like, basically upgrades with either the, let's see, 3-so would work, 6-so would get a 3-sided weight, let's see, yeah, so 6-so would give us a 3-sided weight. 8-so is not that great. 9-so would give us that 3-sided weight and Pinfu upgrade. 1-pin, 4-pin, 4-pin's not that great. 9-pin, 6-pin, 6-pin's not that great. Yeah, considering that, probably just reach. No, so they are staying Dama. Huh, this is interesting. Like, huh. How do you say, like, intuitively, you like look at the situation and you're like, it's probably better just to stay Dama here because I have like so many upgrades to get into Pinfu. But when I counted it out, there's actually not that many upgrades to get into Pinfu compared to normal. The reason why is because in a normal, like, all Pinfu hands, let's say if you had like a 2-3-4, you can draw, yeah, 1-pin and a 4-pin, or a 1-pin and a 5-pin to get another Nobiton. But you can draw the 2-pin and the 4-pin to get like that Pinfu upgrade. Similarly, if you had like a 6-7-8, you can draw the 6 or the 8. But because we have these end shapes right here, the 7-8-9 and then the 1-2-3, we don't actually have like two options to get to Pinfu for these. We only have the 1-pin or the 9-pin. But the 3-side weight would be kind of nice. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. 9-pin's 1 out. 8 Monsu could be a cute trick weight. Do we reachy? Probably just Samogiri. 9-pin is very sad, so one of our chances for Pinfu is like dying very, very quickly. And doesn't matter, Tsumo! So Tsumo taking all those delicious points on the board. Not much risk for it either. Fortunately, I don't get that delicious Ipatsu. But yeah, we're in like super far first place, so the variance play I guess isn't that bad. Ooh, all right. Speaking of which, how are people's hands right now? So yeah, 4-so is really hard to come out. 7-so is also really hard to come out. That's another thing to consider when Ricci versus not Ricci. It's good for like Simo, because you can get that Ipatsu and Ura, but for this hand, technically speaking, we're already going to win if we get Simo. And there's already points on the board, so we don't need to like, risk betting on like Ipatsu or Ura. And if they do get like an upgrade, especially I guess even like a 4-pin draw, it is still Nobiton, but that one's a lot easier to reach than reaching on a 4-7 because 4-7 is probably not going to come out even if you reach. It's like really easy to use tiles. But a 1-pin on the other hand is really likely to come out, especially if people are pushing for like the hella points on the board. Okay. South 3. All right, we are super far first place. So normally we're kind of worrying about placement here, but in our situation, we don't care because it's literally like really unlikely that we're going to fall out of first place. So the only main consideration that we have right here is EV. So we are still just playing our max EV for every single hand, wherever that may be. If we're looking at our opponent's situations, Toyman is dying in last and really, really, really wants to make something happen on their dealership. And the other two people are in a fight for second and third place, which is like a solid 10,000 points between them. So that is a fight that we got to look out for. For instance, if we goes to Oras and we have like no hand, and our friend right here, Shimacha, can just win a 1,000 point hand and be into second place, we might want to help them because if we do that, then the dealer can't win, and then if the dealer doesn't win, no one can challenge our first place, and so Win-win. All right. South 3. We are West Wind. Dora is the 1-mon. This hand is... it's a hand. 1, 2, 3, 5 Shanten. Now slightly better for Shanten, and that's a pretty solid draw. I was thinking, yeah, Honitsu. But with this, everything has changed. It is now Tanyao. Honitsu friendship is over. Tanyao is now my best friend. I guess we just go with the east or the north. I don't want the dealer to win, so I kind of want to drop the east first. But if we hold on to the east and we do fold later, then we'd never have to drop it. So they start off with the north. Kill the east. So now they're killing the east. Hand is now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 Shanten. Alright, this hand is now actually turning to be really amazing and can technically be Sanshoku Tanyao even. So, considering that, definitely want to keep this west right here. South might be kind of good to kill off. So yeah, south or Chun here. I guess 8-pin is another option, but probably south or Chun. So they decide to go for Chun, holding on to the south, not dropping it until they have to try to prevent a situation where the double south gets a double south call. 6-0. 6-0. I think we have to drop south now. Sha. Oh, that's interesting. So they are valuing like the small additional like safety they get from keeping their own wind over dropping that double south and giving that to like the double south player. That is really cool. Hatsu, we don't need that unless yeah, I don't think we need that. 8-pin. Oh. So suddenly now they're like, all right, I'm not dropping south until I am like Tenpai. Then I'll maybe drop south. Then they drew Hatsu, which is a 1-cut honor. And compared to their other ones they dropped to draw basically Shonpai, this is definitely a lot safer. And so now they're like, well, I can't take in the extra Ukeire from keeping this 8-pin, or I can take in safety. And they are opting for safety right here. Which is good that they did because, yeah, Ricci from our third place Kamicha, reaching on League 5. So right now we got technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Shanten. But we don't see any Dora tile. We're still pretty far away. So probably just hard fold 5-so here. That's what they're doing. 1-so. So it's kind of interesting to look at people's early discards against an early reach because a slightly dangerous tile might not necessarily be a push if there isn't that many like safe tiles to work with. That being said, that 1-so is quite possibly a push. So maybe like 1-2 Shanten. Doesn't matter though. Ricci Patsumo, Pinfu Ipeiko. Nice. 2,000, 4,000. That is exactly what we did not want. But whatever. I guess another cool option you could do is like call it a chi on the 5-so if you're really awesome. But the problem there is that we don't have that many safe tiles, and 5-so is literally our only safe tile for them right now. So yeah. Let's see. What was that 1-so drop? Was that actually their safest tile, or was that actually a small push? Oh, yeah. So the 1-so was actually, in fact, a small push. They did have safe tiles, but they're like, I mean, I'm 1 Shanten. I'm not folding. So yeah. Reads, like reading people's discards, for the most part, is pretty useless. Especially like early game, before anything is like happening. Reading too deep into stuff, you're just kind of like playing minds with yourself. But one really, really, really key point of looking at people's discards is after like someone reaches or someone pawns like a Dora pawn. Because then if, there's like a Dora pawn on the field, and someone's like, yeah, double Musiji 5-mon, assuming you're not like playing in like Bronze Room on Module and they don't even know what Dora is or something, you could probably bet that that player has some reason for fighting. I don't know what that is. They could be Tenpai. They could be Ishanten with the Yakuman. Who knows? But they probably have some reason for fighting. And if you are defending against like a person that just called that Dora Pawn, if you do see someone pushing that, you should probably also defend against them. Else you might deal into a death hand that you didn't see coming, and you're like, luck sack. Right. Orasu. Alright, we just need to get out of this round. Our worst enemy right here is the dealer themselves. If anyone else could win a hand, we would be super grateful. Unfortunately for us, that might be kind of hard. So, second place right now is how many points away from third place? That is 4,000, 7,000, 7,500 points. So, if this person gets a Richitsumo Pinfu, 1 Dora, that is enough points to overtake dealer. So that's something to look out for. Or they could just get a Mongon. Last place is 16,100 points behind third place. So even with a direct Mongon hit, they are still sad. So last place right here is probably not going to be going super insane unless they have a chance hand. They're probably just going to go regular EV. And if that means winning a 1,000 point hand to cancel this dealership, that actually might be the case. This is a finals of 4, so they don't have to be too right now. And then of course dealer just wants to keep winning forever and ever and ever and ever. All right, so we want this round to end. Starting hand is 1, 2, 3 Shanten towards the 9, so yeah, this is horrible. I guess 1 so. So if you have a horrible hand, instead of just going straight up tile efficiency, dropping this guest win north right here, chances are you're probably going to be folding later on. And if you're going to be folding later on, you probably don't want to drop all of your safe tiles or safer tiles from the get-go. If you have an amazing hand and you do it because you have an amazing hand, yeah, go for it. But with a really, really bad hand, gotta be realistic. Be like, all right, I'm probably gonna be folding, so kind of prepare for that. But still keep your other options open just in case you do get lucky enough to move this hand forward. 9-pin, we are not calling that. 2 so, don't need that. So yeah, this north right now is 2 out, so it's probably a lot safer. 5 so draw either the 2-pin or the 2-mon. Probably the 2-mon. Yeah, probably the 2-mon. 2-pin right here, even though if we drop the 2-pin, we can still use the 3/6-pin. This hand is lacking in a lot of stuff. So drawing that 3-pin for that 2, 3, 4, 5 shape, that shape is really, really good for just building something. Because our shapes right now are absolutely horrible. For speed at least. Don't need that 1 so. Hey, what is up? All right, we might be on the quick hand express now. So we got pwnable tile, pwnable tile, pwnable tile. We have a round that we really just want to get out of. Yeah, this is awesome. So probably either 2-pin or 5 so or 8 so. 5-mon is still pretty good because we can get a Ryaman around that and replace this Penchon right here. We do not want to drop the North Wind, especially if we're calling for a cheap open hand. If someone declares reach, we basically have to fold, especially if that person is the dealer. So we don't want to just get rid of all of our safety. So yeah, probably I guess the 2-pin. At this point, even if we draw a 3-pin, because we have 5 blocks, we can't really keep that shape around for long. But if we do get a 7 so, that's an instant shape upgrade. If we get the 9 so, it's the Dora, and we really don't want to drop the Dora right now. So yeah, keeping 8 so around is really good. Let's look for chances to call. Nothing yet. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay, call everything. Like, doesn't matter. Even if like we have to fold, we have 3 tune that we can fold. So right here, let's see, we do have 5 block. Are they gonna be like super greed and go north here, or just slight less greed, go maybe like 8 so? Nope, they're like super greed. I don't need safe tiles. I have 3 of them now. So yeah, this is like an amazing hand for opening up and like, you know, just like ending this round. Like it's like an ultimate shield and also like a cool gun that you can just like go and like run and shoot people with. And when they're like, "Hey, stop shooting me! I'm gonna fight you," you just hide behind your giant shield. So yeah, forfeit, can't call that. If that 7 mon came out, oh, we'd call that in heartbeat. 8 so yeah, full on Ukeiri right here. If we see anything that says, "Hey, we should probably fold," we'll fold. But before that, we don't care. 4 so draw right here. Probably, let's see. 5 mon's still really good because we don't want to keep this penchant around. So probably the 4 pin because we can see one of them out. So that's what they're doing. 6 pin, chi! No chi! What? Huh. So I'm thinking if they drew if that was a 7 mon, they would definitely chi. But they're, wow, that's interesting. So they didn't want to chi on their Ryanman, and it instantly paid off. They just drew another upgrade right here, dropping now probably the 5, 8, 9 mon. Now I think they will probably chi everything. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh god. Alright, alright, abandon ship. Dealer just declared Ricci on the Dora. Probably not that super dangerous of a hand, but we don't have a path to Tempai. 9 mon is dangerous. 4 mon that we just drew is dangerous. Yeah. What do we drop here? So technically speaking, Chun 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 is kind of safe. They can only be waiting on a Tunky, right? But 9 pin is also really safe, and they can only be waiting on a Tunky as well. So probably 9 pin, and that'll give us the chance to loop around back into Senpai. Let's see, safe tile, 2 mon, get rid of that 9 pin. Safe tile, pretty safe tile, and also safe tile over. That could be Tempai from Toyman. We would love to chi this, but if we chi this, we don't have any safe tiles. So pass that up. If we do deal into Toyman here, unless they have like a Yakuman, that's actually really good for us. So we should probably just keep defending against Dealer without worrying about dealing into Toyman. Might be a play. If that is the case, probably just the 4 pin here. Chun, no, they are just like completely going down. This does give them the option though to keep like this Ramen around and potentially loop back into Tempai. If they did drop the 4 pin, then that 5 pin is very sad, and the chances of them getting back into Tempai is pretty much nil. But by dropping this Chun, they could draw like a 6 pin, drop another Chun, draw like a 6 so, drop another Chun. This person drops like a 5 so, and it becomes safe, and they draw 7. Oh, instant Tempai for Pinfu. Safety. Amazing. So that is another thing to consider. Toyman is dropping a safe tile now. That might be fold. We do not see south, so we cannot drop that. Our hand is dead. GG. Continue dropping the Chun. Dora is all but 1 dead. Keep dropping that Chun. No. Huh. Huh. Alright, let's try to read into this. East is like a slight push, but they could potentially have like no safe tiles. 4 pin right here is like either defending against both of these people or attempting to deal into Toyman. I say defending against both these people because if they keep the Chun around for later, if like one of these two declare Ricci, then they have this safe tile. Whereas like the 4 pin is really hard to drop against both of these players, but they can drop it right now against the dealer, especially since there's no one in reach, and also we see 3 of the Dora tiles. Hey, look, someone wasn't Tempai. Wow. Did they push any for that? How much did they push? So this is another thing to consider. usually if someone declares Ricci or they like pull Nadora, you can go and look to see what other people's reactions are to see if they're folding or pushing. But what if they just Tsumogiri and the tiles that they Tsumogiri happen to be 100% safe tiles? That is a gray zone, in which case you might just get blindsided. So right here, it's like, oh, safe tile, Tsumogiri, safe tile. 9-pin is also a 100% safe tile. That came out from their hands. And then 9-so came out from their hand. 9-so also came out. Yeah, so they just threw like 100% safe tiles and still got into Tenpai. Ah, that's kind of cool. Were they open before? Okay, no, so they just hit Tenpai. Pretty nice. And yeah, this is a situation where, actually, huh, 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 huh. So, I don't know if I like this. Huh. So if we're looking at like the total points right now, technically speaking, this person is, let's see, dealer just reached, so now they're only 6,500 points behind dealer. If they do get like a Richitsumo Pinfu, that's not enough. But if they get a Richitsumo Pinfu with Ipatsu or Uradora, that would actually be enough to give them second place. From their perspective, after dropping this 9-so, they can already see, hey, look, there's only 2 Dora left. But dealer could still have the Dora, so that's kind of scary. But then they draw this other Dora, and now they're like, well, dealer has at most, 1 Dora. Should I take this fight? And if they did actually take that Ricci right there, Ipatsumo, oh, then they would have got like what? So that's like 5,200 points, plus the reach sticks at least. So wait, reach Ipatsumo. They could have got Ura, but let's assume not. So at least 6,200 points. But the big one is they instantly become second place. So that's another 10,000 points. So that's 16,200 points. So that's the equivalent of like more than a Baimon if they did decide to reach you right there. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, they chose the let's just diffuse this round option. I'm good. Dealer, in fact, was just a Richinomi. They're the dealer, so they're like, yeah, people are gonna respect my reach. So I'll just reach you on Tenpai. Yeah, and if they get lucky with Ura 3, that's great. It's WRC rolls. That can happen. All right. And that is the end of this round. Does anyone have any like questions on any of the things I talked about, or any of the like weird things going on in this game? How long was this game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A bit longer than normal. So right player just killed themselves. Not necessarily killed themselves, but like how do you say? Well, so this is a final series. So there's 4 games in the series, and this is the first game. By choosing not to reach right there, technically they're giving up their chances of getting second place, at least with a win. But what they gain is the chance to like diffuse this like round. So diffuse like the dealer getting like anything like really big, or any hand that the dealer might have. So yeah, it's mostly just like risk and return. Because this is the first game in a 4-game series, they don't actually like have to take second place no matter what here. It's like it's nice if it happens, but technically they can back off and just like bet on the last 3 games if it doesn't. But yeah, personally, I kind of really like Ricci right here, mostly because dealer Ricci's and they're the dealer, so they're gonna reach you on literally anything. Second off, Dora is hard to use, and we can see 3 of them at that point. But they didn't necessarily kill themselves. It was just like that was the option that they chose. They chose like the less variance option as opposed to like the oh yeah, let's gamble on it option. Yeah, if it was like a single game where like I don't know, like first or second like move on or something, they would 100% reach you. Uh, but because it's a series, then yeah, they don't have to do anything crazy right now. Just play your best mahjong, defuse the situation. Hmm. Curious why they got rid of the 6-0. Oh, I see. So they had the 6-9 so, or the 3-6-9 so. And they're like, yeah, just get rid of the 6-0 because they can work on either side. 9 so is also the Dora. And then got into Tempai, instantly declares Ricci. Toyman was also trying to like build something, but yeah, against the dealer reach, can't really push that with much. And then the Sumo right there. All right. So yeah, that's the end of this game. I should actually probably write down the totals so I don't forget tomorrow. Let's see. Notes. Isha. So this was the one before, so let's erase this. So who are we watching? We're watching A. Person to our right is B, C, and D. So what's that? Let's see. So first place, us got +3, 4, 9. Second place, who is person to our left, which is D, got +69. Nice. Third place, who is to our right, got -64. Almost nice. And then last place got -354. All right, cool. So yeah, we'll continue to the next game of this, probably this next week. See more WRC fun. Don't mind random Japanese on the notes. I was thinking of like a mahjong parody song for like the Evangelion opening. So yeah, in my spare time when I'm bored, I like to write mahjong songs. So I got like great mahjong Christmas songs, like you know, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Well, it's now Nagashi the Long Shot Mongon. Yeah, Kyogiru no Desu. 三色と組み合わせて勝負手を作ってみせようこの手はどうでもいい裏と一発もできない私だけの苦しいつもり空手まで作れないwhen is the album going to be released? I literally have enough for an album. Well, since I have a few minutes to spare, I might as well just go through my mahjong songs. So let's see. So this was just one I did off like when I was bored after a streaming section. I have more songs that are a little bit more fleshed out. So let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then miscellaneous songs, I got like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, about like 12 mahjong songs. Let's see, what's a song that people know? Oh, if Shori was around, Shori got like a freaking song stuck in my head, and then I had to go and like spend all night writing a mahjong version of it because he's horrible. What was that? Oh, it was like da 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 like West Virginia. Where's that song? Let's see. What did I name that song? West Virginia. Da 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 da. Oh, Free Junso. Let's see. Almost to Ren. Miss Mamuso. No die sangin, might as well chumbo. Out of luck here, Yakuman hunting. hoping for a break when my hand came to me. Free John So, Ryui So, 5 chips all, delayed run, Sumo note, Tanyao no Mi, Senten has ended all. Yeah, and then I have the entire rest of the song as well. Let's see. What other songs I got? Let's see, I got a Bohemian Rhapsody one. I got a lot of Disney ones. Disney songs are really easy. So like instead of a whole new world, it's a whole new hand. I have Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, except it's Mentan Pinsan Shukudora Akahaiti Ura. That one's pretty fun. Yeah, let's do it. It's Mentan Pinsan Shukudora Akahaiti Ura. Even though the sound of it is something quite peculiar, if you say it fast enough, it sounds a whole lot cooler. Mentan Pinsan Shukudora Akahaiti Ura. Ponsumatamo, Ponsumakan, Ponsumatamo, Ponsumakan, Ponsumatamo, Ponsumakan, Ponsumatamo, Ponsumakan. Because my name, because my game had no foundation, I was just too sad. And then my Kaicho came to me and told me I was bad. But then I learned a hand that saved my aching game, the biggest hand you ever heard, and this is how it rang. Go, Mentan Pinsan Shukudora Akahaiti Ura. Even though the sound of it is something quite peculiar, if you say it fast enough, it sounds a whole lot cooler. Metan pinsan shukudora akahaiti ura. Ponsumotumo, ponsumakan, ponsumotumo, ponsumakan, ponsumotumo, ponsumakan, ponsumotumo, ponsumakan. I traveled all around this world to play this strange old game. I'd use this word, and all would say, well, that's a goddamn shame. When pros and other people came to play a game with me, I win my special hand and see the opposite of glee. Oh, mentan pinsan shukudora akahaiti ura. Even though the sound of it is something quite peculiar, if you say it fast enough, it sounds a whole lot cooler. Mentan pinsan shukudora akahaiti ura. Ponsumatsmo, ponsumakan, ponsumatsmo, ponsumakan. So when the points are down, there is no need to fall astray. Just go for this quick hand right here, and it will save the day. Though better use it carefully, or it can change your life. For example, yes. One night I said it to Kaicho, and now my life is full of strife. Oh, but I love organizing things. Metan pinsa chukudora akahaiti ura. 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 Hi, Ori. Okay, that's enough Mahjong songs for today. Yeah, so if you have any songs that you want a Mahjong version of, and you want to get that song stuck in my head, feel free to mention songs. And if it does get stuck into my head, I may have to make a Mahjong song version of it, or I will not be able to fall asleep otherwise. It happens. Hey. Oi. Okay, I think that's enough streaming. Yeah, for the should I make an album of like my Mahjong songs? I do have like the beginning songs of like a whole lot of Christmas songs. So I always wanted to have like one of those like you know, like those old infomercials where they're advertising like Christmas albums. So you know, it's like a person like singing and they're like sitting right next to a fireplace, or then they're on a piano, or like walking through like a snowy wilderness. And it's like, you know, great hits like this, like I saw Kaicho chasing like Richie no Mi, and whatnot. So yeah, I really wanted to do a Mahjong like Christmas video preview. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you later.